strategy seems to be to call Biden a criminal. Why is that?
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught. Read his laptop, and you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it.
That, you may remember, was back in 2020, shortly after the New York Post scoop about Hunter Biden's laptop in the run-up to the election. The media labelled the report Russian disinformation. Social media platforms blocked access to the story. The Democratic presidential candidate's response:
I know you'd ask it. I have no response. It's another smear campaign. Right up your alley.
2.5 years later, and it seems the Biden campaign helped to organise an open letter signed by 51 former US spies, declaring that Hunter's laptop had all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation. It's just one of the revelations from Mike Morrell, former deputy CIA director under Barack Obama, in a deposition transcript to the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees.
That letter that claimed that the computer had all the earmarks of a Russian information campaign was an information campaign perpetrated by U.S. intelligence officials, interfered in our election to a far greater extent than anything Russia or China have ever done or could do to our election.
Mr. Morrell told Congress under oath that he received a phone call from Antony Blinken just 3 days after the New York Post scoop. And according to a letter the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees have sent to Mr. Blinken, Mr. Morrell said the call was couched as simply gathering Morrell's reaction to the Post story. Yet it set in motion the events that led to the issuance of the public statement. In testimony detailed in the letter, Mr. Morrell is asked, but prior to Secretary Blinken's call, you did not have any intent to write this statement, to which Mr. Morrell replies, I did not. Now, all of this was taking place before the final presidential debate, during which Mr. Biden then pointed to the statement as proof that the Hunter laptop was phony.
There are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant.
In the letter, Mr. Morrell also explained that the Biden campaign helped to strategize about the public release of the statement. Mr. Morrell says he then contacted an aide to former CIA Director John Brennan to say the Biden campaign wanted the statement to go to a particular reporter at the Washington Post first, and that he should send the statement to the campaign when he sent the letter to the reporter.
They have said that this has all the five former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
Mr. Morrell acknowledged that he had two goals with the statement: to share our concern with the American people and to help Vice President Biden win the election. Mr. Morrell told the committee that following the debate, Biden campaign chair and now senior White House aide Steve Ricchetti called to thank him for the statement. No doubt, the Biden campaign had in essence generated its own disinformation, marshalling the authority of supposedly non-partisan intelligence veterans to discredit a story that was accurate about laptop emails that were authentic.
This is exactly what I said I would stop when I became the Director of National Intelligence, and that's people using the intelligence community to leverage some political narrative. And in this case, apparently Chairman Schiff wants anything against his preferred political candidate to be deemed as not real, and is using the intelligence community, or attempting to use the intelligence community, to say there's nothing to see here.
Today, the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees are seeking more information from Mr. Blinken about the Biden campaign's role, and the public deserves answers. These 51 officials have done more to damage the credibility of the CIA and the FBI than anything that Mr. Trump has ever said.
You are a criminal for not reporting it.
That also applies to the press, which has done the public a huge disservice by going along with the false Biden campaign claims, purely because it wanted Mr. Biden to win the election, not Donald Trump.